One day you too will awake. Okay, continuing. I just threw the taurine powder inside of the smoothie, pre-workout smoothie that I'm doing. I told about the citrulline. I have to. It's like restarting the second part because I ran out of memory on my phone. And I had to put the file on my computer and delete it from the phone so I can get more space to do more video. But I want to be fast because I don't want this video to get too long and get people bored about. But I'm trying to provide as much information, proper information as possible. I gotta put my back straight. I can never forget about it. Very good for healing the spine and any back problems. Okay, so I got citrulline. I told you about that, the urea cycle, and then the taurine, which is neurotransmitter amino acid. It's found everywhere in body, mostly in the heart. It's very good to boost, very good for healing. Also, you can search it. There's many websites providing information about the amino acids and about the vitamins and how much we need them, because we cannot get them enough from the food, so we need supplementation because all the foods are depleted of nutrients, so you need the supplementation. There's no way you can get it. You would need to be all day eating just like a cow to get all the nutrients, but we cannot do that because we are human beings and we actually have a lot of things to do. We cannot be all the time eating, and that would be a big problem, big pile problem, you know. Because of all the pollution and all the free radicals around and the genetically modified stuff, they are depleted of nutrients. They cannot provide basically energy and no vitamins, no amino acids. So get the supplementation, add the supplementation, spend a little bit more money, or if there's, I don't spend money on other things and other types of food. That's what I eat. Supplementation, my supplements, and I buy some vegan yogurts and the fruits, and sometimes I do a little bit of rice and things. Okay, but anyways, on my smoothie, on my protein powder, I also add multivitamins. Instead of one capsule per day, I add 2 capsules per day because I was noticing that I need more because I have a very fast metabolism. I'm a hard gainer, you know, and I have a very fast metabolism. I'm always requiring energy. It was not diabetes. It was a problem with my energy levels. So what the problem was, when I was thinking I had diabetes problem, and I was always craving sugar and sweet things for energy. And when I went to the doctor, they told me, oh, you are pre-diabetic. You need to be careful with your sugar. You need to stop. You need to decrease some things. No, but that's worse. I need the energy. That's even worse. That's not an advice. The advice should be you just consume healthy types of sugar, and you do a healthier type of nutrition. And I became a vegetarian, and then I became a vegan, and it solved any of my health problems, and I stopped doing anything that was negative or unhealthy, and that was it. All my health issues, they gone, and I had many. I tell you, I had many. I will speak about it in other videos. I write articles about it. You can read my articles about my health issues, my past health issues, my healing process and everything. You can read everything on my social network posts, and everything's there. But now, on my protein powder, I also add glutamine. It's another amino acid, very good for recovery. I'm not going to get very specific on these things. If you want the specifics, you have to go online and just put glutamine there. You can put glutamine WebMD, for example, and it will take you to a website which will give you all the information about that nutrient, those products. It's very easy, it's very fast. I won't do it because otherwise it will get too long a video, and I don't remember a lot of things. I just use them because I studied them before, and I acquire so much information that I cannot just provide it like that. I would have to write it and then provide it to you. Okay, but now I'm not going to do that. You do that yourself. I also had all the essential amino acids. I had extra. I had 5 grams. So in 2 portions of my protein powder, I get the 5 grams of no, actually, that it's 15 grams per day of essential amino acids. So I put maybe 7.5 grams on each portion. It's more or less like that. So I get extra amino acids because the amino acids, they don't get through all the process that all the proteins go through, because proteins is just amino acids are the building blocks of the proteins, and so they are very easier to digest, and they go straight to the muscle, they go straight to the brain, they cross the brain barrier. If you add some healthy carbohydrates, they open the doors to the amino acids and things like that, and that's just, it just works like that. Okay, and we cannot forget the fatty acids, but because this is my first detox process day, I won't include any type of oils or extraversion oil, and no fatty acids like flaxseed oil or hemp oil, which I have there, or caprylic acid, or MCT, which I have there. I won't include nothing like that this week, because in the end of the week, then is the bomb process in which is going to be the flush. I get L-theanine on it, L-carnitine, L-tartrate. There's some GABA also. Sometimes I add a little bit on my smoothies. Is the master amino acid. It controls all the other amino acids. It's very good for you to get toning on your skin, toning on your muscles, get more sculpt. Very good to help you lose weight and get more energy and be more focused, and to increase the energy levels too. Of course, magnesium. Magnesium is needed for at least 300 processes in our body, and very good to heal from anxiety, depression, and all these brain health issues and others. So we need a lot of a big intake of magnesium, which I take at least 1,000 to 1,000 milligrams per day. So 1 gram or 1.5 grams per day, 2 grams. It's okay. It won't hurt me. It won't hurt me at all. It will help me a lot. It will give me lots of energy. Because my multivitamins, they don't really have. I think it's vitamin B6. It was lacking there, and I realized about it. So I had to buy some vitamin B6. And I added, and now it's complete. Okay, the multivitamins thing. I also add coenzyme Q10, which is very good to increase the mitochondria levels and boost the energy levels, and it's good for a lot of other things. It's good as an anti-aging supplement, and aging reverse and things like that. That's very good. I add some glycine, an enzyme called betaine. You can read about all the betaine. Okay. And I get some MSM powder, which is to repair the tendons, ligaments, and help on the recovery of these things. I also bought some glucosamine, vegan glucosamine, which is I will get it together with the MSM, and I blend it all in my protein, and I make all this mixture. and then I also add brown sugar on it. So it's complete. I just take a scoop, I mix the scoop on my fruit smoothie, and boom, I just made my my pre-workout meal. And when I do the post-workout meal, it's very similar. I just don't add the taurine. Okay, that's the only thing I don't add because I won't need the boost after that. And I might add some nuts. I'll probably add some enzymes and pro and prebiotics. I have it there also. There's some shiitake mushroom in powder I have, and ashwagandha, so I might include that. And because I'm in the detox process, I need to do some disparasitation. Okay, so I'm giving you a lot of information. If you pick up a notebook and you can make note of these things, and because I need to do disparasitation, I started some days ago taking all these things like black walnut tincture, some neem, mimosa pudica, vidanga. I don't have the tansy. The tansy is very good, but I wanted to buy it. I decided not to. I'm spending a lot of money. And yeah, basically this. And this time also I'm going to mix malic acid. Supplement malic acid is very good to increase the ATP levels and the mitochondria, and there's a lot of benefits regarding it, and you can read all about it online. So I'm going to add 2 grams on it, and I think I gave you pretty much a very big explanation of it, and the video might be already on 30 minutes. And I'm just going to make the blend. Let me see, 2 grams of malic acid. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I think I can take it 2 times per day, something like that. It won't hurt anyways. And we need to do these things without fear. And if I die, I keep on dreaming. Okay. I think I got all the mixture there, and okay, I'm just gonna blend it, and just a second I will show you the amount that I will get out of it. Okay, I got it. How much was that? More or less. There is. Serious? Is this 1 liter? No, must be wrong. Oh, here it is. About 600 milliliters. Okay. It's got a nice color. I'm gonna put it in. I'm honest with you. Usually, I drink from the jar. But I'm trying to be a little bit more formal. Nice. I tasted before because I added sugar. Usually it's very bitter, and I added some sugar. Some more brown sugar. Oh, nice. Oh my god, this is delicious. And next, on my post workout meal, I will add some, there's a green apple that contains malic acid. It's the ones that contain more malic acid, it's green apples, okay? And I will add some lemon. I just didn't add lemon now because it would increase my acidity levels, and then I would feel uncomfortable while doing the exercise, and I don't want that. It's just like the gluten. Things with gluten usually to me they make me feel uncomfortable from my digestive system. and sometimes I have to stop if I take anything containing gluten before my exercise, okay, my bodybuilding exercise, and I don't like that, so I learn how to prevent that. So you got the information. If you got any of these problems, it's okay. I used to have anxiety. I was taking pills for 13 years, prescribed by the doctor, of course, by the doctors. Problems of well, anxiety, depression, blood pressure issues, skin problems, parasites, panic, kind of antisocial behaviors, not aggressive type, but I couldn't really face society or go a lot outside. But this was some years ago, of course, and 13 years of medication, of course, it didn't help. It just made it really, really worse. So at a point, I was my memory was almost lost. I'm very young, and I was younger, and I was thinking, oh my God, do I have Alzheimer's already? Because in 1 minute I forget the things. So, and I would have to make little notes everywhere and stick them everywhere, and always writing on my phone when the phones with notepad options started to come out, and everything I was writing there and writing little papers so I could remember all these tasks, things that I had to do, or names of people and things like that. It was some crazy stuff, and I would feel really bad with it because my mother and other familiars, oh, but I just told you what happened, you don't remember things, and I would feel really, really uncomfortable with it. But that's conventional doctors, they don't know anything about this. They never went to these problems, and if they went, they're not going to tell the secret of healing to people. Of course not. How would they get money? People must die for them. Yes, and the more they die, because it generates a lot of money, isn't it? Disease that generates a lot of money, wars that generate a lot of money, the medicines generate a lot of money, and they are all very rich, and killing animals also generates a lot of money, but also generates a lot of negative energy, a lot of people have been sick eating animals, eating corpses, it's just eating, and the animal eats a lot of rubbish also, usually, especially the pigs, and the chickens, poor them, they don't even know what is freedom, what is to fly, so they all sick, they're all damaged. So we need to really look at these things, isn't it? And what the heck is happening here? Look at me, I'm 41. I don't need animals. I'm full of energy. I have a lot of vitality. I'm very energetic. I feel very well, very positive. I don't have any health issues anymore. And I just heal myself by myself, okay? Because I wanted, and I did everything that I could to heal myself. I wasn't waiting, sit for things to fall in my lap. That doesn't happen. Things only happen after our actions. So it's the cause and effect law working here. So you take an action and something will happen, isn't it? Okay, the video is getting too long. And I'm already maybe 16 hours without eating, and I feel very well. You see, I'm not gonna die. Oh, you couldn't die if you stay without eating. No, that's a lie. That's a complete lie, because one, your body gets into catabolic state, and he produces his own nutrients. He goes through the reserves, and he gets in other nutrients, and he produces more nutrients from those nutrients. So there's a lot of misinformation. There's a very high lack of information. I hope I can help many of you with all this information. There's a lot of more information. Just get informed, get knowledge. Knowledge is power, okay? And that's me, that's Phil, the guy from Phil Health. And the links for my blog and for my social networks is below on the description of the video. You can comment, you can send me messages, you can call me, whatever you want to contact me, I'm available. I'm also starting to do some events through meetups and meeting with people, and trying to help people regaining the power and the self-healing power, and be always spiritually, psychologically and physically well. That's what I want to do. So I hope you have a healthy, prosperous, and happy long life. Okay? Ciao.